What is it?
Since we can't talk about one Star Wars thing, why don't we talk about this Star Wars thing that you brought up on
Oh,
the
is it the one
docket?
I shared?
Yeah.
Oh, it was brought to my attention that one of the devs or big companies has been silently, carefully deleting posts about their Knights of the Republic remake. Someone brought it to people's attention.
Yes. Hmm.
So we were excited for that to see where it was going, and it's dying. We don't know what. Don't know. It's just like are they the way they're going about it is like, hey, do you need more time, or is it like we're trying to scrub this from the internet, like, sorry y'all, go back into the shadow. It's just interesting. It was a big announcement, and then it's
Yeah.
getting removed. I'm sure people are excited. um yeah, that's not a good
So,
sign either way.
so there's been a lot of issues with this KOTOR remake, right? Like it got announced a few years ago. It got announced at Sony's 2021 showcase.
Hmm.
It got showed off. Apparently, Aspire, who's pretty much a company that's been mostly known for like remastering a lot of old games. Like they've done a lot of the old Star Wars games, like Pod Racer, Clone Wars games, and all the stuff that's been kind of being re-released in the past few years. They've been doing. Um,
Yeah.
I know they've done other things too, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Um, Apparently, well, not apparently, but last year it was announced that um, they were no longer going to be developing because apparently they had a lot of difficult developing issues because the studio's never really done a full remake of a game, or at least a remake of this caliber of like a KOTOR
Hmm.
game. So uh, development got transferred. Got shifted to Saber Interactive, I believe. And sorry, I'm just trying to read this. But so Saber Interactive's owned by Embracer, which I believe we talked about before. They've been going through a whole bunch of, of their bad business decisions as of late. Um, and basically, it seems like this game is just having a whole bunch of problems because apparently they also had the Knights of the Old Republic 2 remaster that Aspire did do, um, but
They're
recently
facing a lawsuit right now.
they're facing a lawsuit because they originally announced that it was going to be coming with the DLC that came with the game that got actually removed from the original game.
Yeah,
Um,
the restore content mod.
and now apparently they are not going to be doing it. And
I will
so,
say, not to 100% defend them, they did reimburse people. It's like, sorry, we're not following through. Buy another Star Wars game, of that quality. So I could see that, like, hey, sorry, we fucked up. But yeah, I mean, I think that was the main drive for a lot of people buying it is with the restored content mod. So it's like,
mhm.
at least they did something. But like,
Yeah,
not, I think, why people were buying it though. So it's tough. Like, oh man.
it's tough because you hate to see, you know, them having to go back on their promises, and it's very understandable why people be angry because a lot of
Yeah,
people bought that game for the promise of having that DLC along with it.
I was going to too.
So now people that
Almost.
have bought the game and now they're not getting the DLC, they have every right to be angry about it. Now
Hmm.
it's nice that according to what you said, they are reimbursing people, which is nice. it still
Yeah.
doesn't give it a good look, especially with all the other KOTOR stuff going on.
Oh, you're
This
just gonna have
article,
to play it on PC. Sorry,
I guess.
story content on
Um,
PC. So it sucks because like people should experience that, and
right. Now, there's an update in this article that you sent saying that a spokesperson from Sony said the KOTOR Remake trailer was delisted over licensing issues, which is weird because it's a game that they're making that's licensed by Disney. You would think that they would have the rights to have that trailer unless it says delisted assets for with licensed music when the license expired. The only music in the trailer seems to be main Star Wars theme music that's owned by Disney. So it seems like maybe if everything was going right, the game should have been out by now. And so since it's not, or maybe because since it's technically being done by a different developer now, and so like it's
it's
an
like a
inaccurate
fucking
trailer. I don't know. It's weird.
up peaks and valleys, man. I don't like. Is it going to be like a Baldur's Gate situation? Takes 6 years? I mean, I guess.
See,
Sure.
here's the thing though. At least with Baldur's Gate 3, people were able to play it as it was being tinkered with and adjusted. We haven't seen anything about this. All we've seen is that trailer from 2 years ago.
Yep. Revan's showing up, and that's it.
And that's it.
That's all we got.
People got wet.
Unless is like the mouse, like just like you can't say shit. Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, they can do whatever they want.
yeah, but I feel like if we don't hear anything in a year, it's been what? It's 2023 already. It's dead. Like that thing is. It's like this other game
Or at least in big trouble.
We're waiting for. Yeah, that has like a development hell. I don't even know if it's ever going to come out. Yeah, it's just sad to see because KOTOR was great. It's honestly amazing. Great Star Wars RPG. Lords, I think, like narratively for me, even better. I might say a little less Star Wars, a little more companion interaction, but it got rushed. You know what happens when games get rushed. And, it's like, can we finally get the promise of a complete game? We can't even get that years later with a mod. It's not even, it's boggling, dude. I don't know. They run out of money. Is that probably what it is? It's run out of money because mismanaging money. I don't fucking.
Maybe it'll be the next Beyond Good and Evil 2. They show us one trailer and they'll keep saying they're working on it, and one day they'll just shut up about it forever.
Like that Starship game, that other Starship game they've been working on for years. That's like a fraud. I forgot what it is.
Starship game?
Star Citizen? Star Citizen, is that what it's called? Like they got all this money going into it. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but
I mean, isn't Star Citizen in early access still? Or is it out? I don't know.
I just feel like
I didn't care at all.
I could be fucking wrong. I'll look it up later. But yeah.
Okay, well,
like we can't even. It's just something about Star Wars games, man.
That's all right. We got
something about Star Wars games.
We got the Ubisoft one coming.